Morning, athletes. It is February the 24th today, so I'm going to go back to, we're in Caron Beach at the moment. I'm just going to walk up to Qatar and back. It's about 3 miles round trip. That's all I can do right now. As usual, here is the beautiful Caron Beach, completely deserted. It's about 9:15 in the morning and I'm here early because it's going to get hot. I've started out early because it's high season, and by that I don't mean there's a lot of people here. There should be, obviously, as I've said many times before, but obviously this is also the hottest season of the year as well, so during the day it gets really quite hot, and I don't want to be out walking around here then. So we're at the sorry, I'm waving this around too much. Right now we're at the roundabout at the northern end of Caron Beach, and heading south down this road towards Qatar. In normal times, it's been so long since we've had normal times, it's difficult to remember them, isn't it? But in normal times, this place was kind of unrecognizable because it was very popular with tourists, and a slightly better class of tourists than you would get in Patong Beach. And this road here would be absolutely crawling with people walking around. It was all very nice, you know. Hasn't got the seediness of Patong. And there's a nice gardeny kind of feature here that stretches for quite a long way, which the tourists used to like. Of course, over here there's the standard array of closed shops. And one little date to note today, it's the 24th of February today, so in a day or so's time it would have been 2 months since I had my last drink of alcohol, which was Christmas Day, the 25th. I actually stopped on Boxing Day because I'd had, what was it, 3 days of drinking alcohol, and that was it. I wasn't interested anymore. So I have no plans now to drink alcohol until probably my birthday. So let's hope my body improves somewhat. Talking about that, here's the O'Reilly's pub. I've never been in there. Maybe I'll never will, but I always said that should it ever open again, I would venture in there for a pint of Guinness. It's one of these things that I can promise myself in the future. Probably never materialise. I don't care. Oh, regarding this, look at this beautiful footpath here now. You know, it's taken them about 2 years of work to finish this. And when I say finished, it's not really finished, because look, they haven't taken their shit away. Well, they never do. And all these manhole covers are still not down properly. And unless a miracle has happened, a bit further down you'll still find a lot of the twiddly bits of the tiles have not been finished or installed. It's almost like, you know, the money's run out and they've just walked away. It's typical Thailand, typical low-grade Thai workers. You know, they work incredibly slowly because the contracts are very cheap, they're not paid very much, and there's very little management or incentive for them to finish on time. So, you know, that's the way it is. This is a trial walking day for me today because I've been having more problems with my undercarriage. I foolishly thought that once I stopped drinking, my gout problems would go away, but my problems certainly haven't gone away. For instance, I did something slightly wrong, I don't know what, a week or so ago, and I must have turned my right knee just a little bit, imperceptibly. I don't even remember how, but I got another real problem outbreak in that right knee that grounded me for days.
And if I can chip in here, I have absolutely no sympathy for me because that knee was very badly damaged when I fell off the top of a human pyramid during a drunken stunt back in about 1985.
I was thinking it can't possibly be gout, you know. I haven't been drinking, I haven't been eating any dodgy food. But anyway, I've learned that as soon as the outbreak starts, if I take my gout medicine, it tends to clear it up really quickly. So, well, I don't know what it is, but I just know that I can clear it up using that gout medicine. And it's horrible stuff. It really upsets your digestive tract. It makes you feel sick, gives you the shits. It's horrible stuff, but it's better than a terrible pain in your lower limbs. But, you know, it goes back to what I've been saying before. Below the waist, I'm screwed. And the slightest thing will cripple me and ground me. But I'm determined to keep on exercising because there are other parts of my body that I need to stop from deteriorating too. Here we are, the volleyball court where no one volleys. In fact, while I was walking down here a few weeks ago, there were a load of Westerners and Thai people playing volleyball here. They must have had some little competition going, but I haven't seen them since. They've all disappeared. This is the part that intrigues me. And I just wish that I had some photographic evidence of what this was like 20 odd years ago when I first came here. I've got a dim recollection of visiting this beach with Noi on one of my very first visits to the island. And there used to be a wrecked ship on this beach that everyone thought was a pirate ship. I remember that. That's gone many years ago now. But I don't have any recollection of what this was like. But it seems obvious to me, looking at it, that it was once a lot better than it is now. I reckon it was, well, this stream here, if you trace it back, it's one of these kind of storm drain outflows that are all over the island. But I reckon that this was once a really nice boating lake. You could probably rent boats and paddle up and down this stream. And I reckon it was very nice once. But, you know, it had fallen into disrepair before the COVID outbreak even. And what was I saying about Thai workers? Well, there is a faint suspicion that they've not quite finished. But, you know, this is just spoiling the ship for a ha'porth of tar. All this, there's so little work involved in finishing this off compared to the project as a whole, because this road goes down there for 2 miles, mile and a half, and all the way down you see these little areas like this where they just haven't bothered finishing it. You know, that's where they've been mixing up the cement to fill in the gaps between the slabs, and they've just left it all there and pissed off, you know. I've been here too long. I'm jaded. It's constant bittersweet in a situation like this, because I'm so tired of being here alone and there being no other holiday makers, vacationers around. But I know for a fact that should this all ever end and this place is flooded again, I'm gonna feel kind of nostalgic for these days when it was nice and quiet. Here we are, more unfinished shit. 2 years they will be working on this. I said that already numbers of times. Another case in point how things never get finished. Have I got a bee in my bonnet about it? Well, not really compared to other things, but it's just the way things are here, you know. Yeah, it's the exercise park where no one ever exercises. There's one in Patong Beach as well. You know, best of intentions, but what can you say?
When I fully put this video together, it came to around about 28 minutes or something like that. 28 minutes solid of me moaning and complaining. That was too much even for me to put up with, so I'm sure no one else is going to want to watch it, so I decided to split it into 2 parts, and what you've just watched is part 1, and we'll go on to part 2 now.